Look at this guy. I sent him a message like an hour ago asking if anybody wanted to play GTA when I was done my update, and he said he was just going to watch Netflix. Rick was already watching Netflix. Now I got nobody to play with, but he's just playing Fallout 4. He fucking lied to me. Now I'm playing Halo. He can go suck it. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. I'm making this video because these guys were on Netflix and I didn't have anybody to play with. So this is a story
All about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
No, but seriously, this is a story about how my friends and I got our Xbox Ones. We got them on release day, and it will explain the title of this video, so don't worry, all your questions will be answered about that. So just to give you some background, this was before, like, trust me, this is part of the story, like, just keep it in the back of your mind. This was when I worked retail at like an electronics store, so I was only working like 8-hour days or whatever. Now I'm working 12 hours. Just keep that in the back of your mind. I promise it'll all make sense once I start explaining the story. So here we go. So right after work, my friends and I, we lived like half an hour away from like the nearest Walmart. So we were heading out there. We got there an hour before closing time. We went inside and then we asked how many Xbox Ones they had, and we couldn't pre-purchase for them or anything. And they only had, I think it was 8 of them. So we decided to just camp outside of Walmart for 12 hours until they opened. When we got there an hour early, there was 2 Walmart employees. They were already sitting there, like they knew how many Xboxes were available. There was the 4 of us, so it was me, Tavis, Ricky, and Zach, and then the 2 Walmart employees that were already there, and then some other kids showed up. They're not too important to the story, but they were there. They were waiting for their Xbox Ones. We weren't too prepared for it because we've never camped out waiting for a console or a game or anything like that. And also, I just got off of my shift, so I woke up in the morning. At the end of this, I was up for over 24 hours. So throughout the night, people kept showing up. Like, I think there was like 5 in total. But we had to keep telling them that we were it. Like, this was it. We were sitting there waiting for the Xbox Ones. We were the first ones there, so like they're going to have to get them somewhere else, obviously. But this one guy, he showed up around 3 a.m., and he rolls up in his like Mopar tricked out supercharged. I don't know about these cars, but I'm just like throwing names out there. But he just like showed up and he offered someone like $100-$200 for their place in line. But obviously we're not going to give it up. This one guy came back. He came back twice, and the second time he came back, he brought us all like hot chocolate and coffee from Tim Hortons, which, you know, was super nice, and I think he was trying to get somebody's place in line, but you know, it wasn't gonna happen. Like, he stuck around trying to talk us out of it, but whatever. It was a nice gesture. He brought Tim Hortons. This is important to the story too. All this is important to the story. The story is important. So around about 4 or 5-ish, it was super cold because we're in Canada, and the Xbox One had to release, you know, around the holidays, so it's gonna be super fucking cold. But we brought like blankets and stuff when we were all good. And Tavis, since he wasn't getting an Xbox One, he pulled up his car like right in front of us so we could just like chat with him and stuff. Since he was super tired and not getting an Xbox One, he ended up falling asleep in his car, which is perfectly fine because whatever, he's tired, not getting an Xbox One. He doesn't have to be awake. He's got no place in line. So we all just sat out there for a bit, and we had a designated area to like take a piss, which was around the corner. But the problem with this is that this one guy showed up and he would not leave. And if you left your spot to go take a piss around the corner, I don't know, I'm bad with measurements, but I'm just like 20 feet away or something, or maybe longer. I don't know. It was like the size of a small McDonald's or whatever. It was far away. You couldn't see the person. It was dark. But this guy showed up and he kept talking to us, and he was waiting to take somebody's spot. And obviously, after drinking Tim Hortons, and we were camped out next to the vending machines, so obviously a lot of us had to go. But since we wanted to keep our places in line, and we really had to piss at the same time, we had the Timmy's Piss Cup. So what we did with that is, when you wanted to take a piss, you'd grab the piss cup, and you'd go behind the vending machine, or, well, like to the side of it, so like nobody can invade your privacy or whatever. And you'd piss in the cup, and then you'd pour it out. But where we poured it was under Tavis's car, and since it was so cold, it formed into like this slush. It looked like a slushie, is what it looked like, and it was just disgusting. disgusting. Luckily, he didn't get out of his vehicle because where it froze was right underneath, like, where he would step out of his driver door. But when he woke up, like, we all saw him wake up because he was just sitting in his car. He just, like, jolted right up and then turned his car on, looked around, and then he just drove away. And that's when we noticed under his car that it was frozen, like the frozen slush piss. It was disgusting. Like, it looked like we've been throwing up all night under his car. So he eventually came back. I think he went to get something to eat at Tim Hortons or 7-Eleven. And we had to explain what this frozen yellow stuff was. So we explained it to him. He thought it was nasty, but at least he didn't step in it, which was a good thing. I kind of wish he stepped in it, just because he's not playing a game with me, and he's playing Fallout 4, and he said he was going to be on Netflix, so fuck that guy. No, but seriously, he's a cool guy. So one of the managers of Walmart showed up around like 7:30 or something, counted us all out, gave us all the tickets, so because we were first in line for the Xbox Ones, so we could go finally chill in our vehicles where it was all nice and warm, and wait until 8 o'clock when it opens. So you'd think I'd end the story there, where, yeah, we just got our tickets, then we walked in at 8 o'clock, got our Xbox Ones. But no, there was this weirdo kid. He came right at like 7:50, right when we were about to walk in, because we had like 10 minutes left. I'm sure you can do the math. I don't know why I told you, whatever. So this kid comes, gets dropped off by his mom, probably around like 12, 13, and he was asking us, like, oh, you guys in line for the Xbox Ones too? And we told him, like, yeah, but we already got our tickets, like, we're going in, like, this is it, like, we're getting the only Xbox Ones that are at this Walmart. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna hang out and see if there's any left. And, like, we told him, like, no, there's not gonna be any left, like, this is it, like, this, like, there's nothing left for you. We didn't sound that mean about it, but, like, you get my point. We were telling him that there's no point, like, there's no chance he's gonna get one today, because we already have them, like, reserved. They're definitely ours now. So we get into Walmart, 8 o'clock, start heading to the electronics section, and this kid is just following us, but he's not just following us, because that would have been perfectly fine. Like, he's there to get the Xbox One, or so he thinks, because he wasn't there for the all night. He's, like, speed walking, like he's gonna get one before us, which, like, you're not. The two Walmart employees, they get their Xbox Ones, cool. And then we go, give her our tickets, pay for our Xbox Ones, we're good to go. But this kid, the whole time, he's just, like, peeking over our shoulders for some reason. Like, there's enough room, you can look around, like, and you can see the stack of Xbox Ones, like, behind the counter. There's not enough, like, they're gone, like, we paid for them all, that's it. And as we start walking away, kid is still asking the Walmart employee there, like, oh, are you sure you don't have any left? Like, yeah, we just sold them. You saw them get sold right in front of your eyes. They were still on, like, the stock trolley. They didn't even hit the shelves, kid. They're gone. You saw them leave. We're walking out the door now. You want to go pay $1,000? I would have given you mine for sure. But yeah, we started walking out with our Xbox Ones. We looked like shit because we didn't sleep at all. It was super cold, so we were all bundled up, and we just looked like trash. But we got our Xbox Ones on release day without pre-ordering them. So, all in all, it was a good experience, and I would definitely do it again, but without pissing in a cup in, like, -20 weather. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I work 12-hour night shifts now, so that would have been no problem if I had this job back when the Xbox One was released. Then I would have been awake and running around and, well, probably not running around, but, you know, I would have been wide awake, ready to go. But no, I was up for like 28 hours. I had to get Tavis to drive me home. He drove everybody home. I just left my truck in the parking lot. And we were going to do a triple Xbox One unboxing video, but that never happened because we just got home. We just stacked our Xboxes, and we just went to sleep. And then, like, we were just too tired. Like, I think we got maybe like 4 hours of sleep, not even. And everybody just went home, hooked up their Xbox Ones, and then we just played. And we never did the unboxing video, but still, it was a great experience. So, just wanted to share that with you guys. And if you have an interesting Xbox One story from release day or any Xbox One game, any game at all really, or any console release that you had to camp out, I would love to hear it. So leave it in the comments below, or link me a video if you made one. I would love to watch it. I'd love to hear it. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and there's many more to come. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time.